So welcome back, everyone. My next guest is a newbie with me. I have with me Edward Givens, and he's an independent health insurance broker. Welcome to the show. I want you to first tell everybody a little bit about yourself. I have to do this first, and what you do.
Okay. Well, thank you for inviting me here, Carol. My first time, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm happy to be here. What I do is I help people navigate the healthcare system. A lot of people have a health insurance card in their pocket, but they don't know what happens when it goes under stress, and they need to use it, and who needs to be contacted. And I help my clients navigate that, so when their plan is under stress, they know what to do.
So your first question, which I like a lot, it's you often say that having coverage isn't necessarily the same as being protected. What does that mean?
Well, kind of similar to what I said. You have an insurance card. It's a contract with an insurance company. It says this is what we'll do. But there are areas in it that they don't cover, that people don't expect. What happens if you can't go to work for 3 months? How do you handle that? What happens if you need someone to care for you during that time off? How do you handle that? Your insurance card and your insurance provider usually won't cover that.
I have to ask you something that's not on here, okay? I love when I do that. And the reason why is because a lot of people, they think that they can do this on their own. You're a free service. I can't understand. The only reason why somebody would not use it, in my opinion, would be that they don't know that you are free, number one, or that you exist, right?
Correct. A lot of times people think that there is a cost for doing business with someone like me, and there isn't. Our service is free to you, but what you're using and what you're getting is our experience with the insurance providers, with the networks in the area. We get information or understand how to navigate some of the challenges that people might come across. So we're a good resource to use.
Well, you know, today it's very different than it was years ago. You got your health company, you used that one, you had what it was at work or whatever. But now today, I feel like people, especially young folks who are getting, maybe getting pregnant and things like that, that they don't realize there's got to be some layering done in there, and you might need things that you don't know. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'll give you an example. My mother is on Medicare. She recently had a medical event occur. She went to the ER, was seen, was taken care of, but was sent home and now has recovery that she has to go through. So there's certain portions of her Medicare that cover that, but there's portions of having someone come in to make sure that she's able to get around the house okay, help her with her laundry, help her cleaning, that her insurance does not cover.
And it costs money. It costs money for these things. You got to make sure you're covered. You're a free service to the people out there. All of Arizona and 15 other states, and you can check him out on his website, which is, ready for this, guys. It is tinyurl.com/protection snapshot. Now, let me tell you, write the phone number down because it's a lot easier.
Correct.
So that's 602-551-6623. You are an independent health insurance broker with Health Markets Insurance Agency.
Correct.
Health Markets, I'm hearing a lot of what that is. What is that?
Well, again, it is an agency that allows us to work with people and help them navigate their healthcare journey. People will spend over 2 weeks or more picking out a car, and they'll spend less than 15 minutes picking out their health insurance.
That's because they learned it from you-know-who, right?
Yes.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing. You have to be very careful. And I only know because people in my family have had to do what you do, so I understand a little tiny bit. And it's very important that you have somebody that can help you and hold your hand and kind of guide you as to what's going to be best for you. It's a free service. It makes sense to do. It is 602-551-6623. Now, so what are some of the financial risks that people don't think about because they assume that their health insurance will take care of everything?
Well, a lot of the financial risks that people don't think about is, how does this affect my family? You have a medical emergency and you're in the hospital, or you have a long time recovery. If you're married, well, your spouse may need to take time to help take care of you. So are they going to be missing work? Or you have a family member who needs you to come out and help them. You're going to be missing work, and it's going to be time that it's going to take for you to be there. Do we need to modify the house? What do we do in those cases? If it is someone who may be a senior and needs to go somewhere where there's more care or more people to observe how they're living, what do we do about that? So that's why I like people to prepare before the pressure begins.
So people are approaching Medicare, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people here that are, because we live in this state, right?
Correct.
And we have a lot of people that are turning 65, but there's also people that have already been in Medicare. You help with those people as well. What's the biggest mistake that some of those people make?
The biggest mistake that a lot of people in that arena make is they think that Medicare covers everything.
Or that it's free.
Or that it's free, yes. Original Medicare does not cover things like acupuncture, does not cover things like dental and vision, does not cover custodial care. So you can have some challenges but be healthy, be in your house, but you don't have anybody to come in and help you with the cleaning, with the laundry, with the maintenance of your house, or just to be there to talk to.
So there are, I don't know if they're called programs or what they are, for people for these kinds of services.
Yes, there are. There are community resources that are available to people. There are, how do you want to live your life? People invest their money and they put it into their accounts and they're like, this is the quality of life I want to have. But if you have a medical event that drains those reserves, what do? So do you want to make a choice when you're under pressure, or do you want to make a choice when you have time?
And that's an unfortunate thing. There's a lot of people wait until something goes wrong. And that's not, this is supposed to help you if something goes wrong.
Correct.
Right? So the phone number again is 602-551-6623. He services all of Arizona and 15 other states, which you can see on his website. Again, it's a free service to you. It really just makes sense to work with somebody and not do it on your own, or call some of those people that are on the television that they think that those
Correct.
people are calling you back. It's not a good idea, right? So the website is tinyurl.com/protection snapshot. So go ahead and check that out, or write that number down. And again, this is something about the show that I love. It's not, maybe it's not you, but it's someone that you know, someone in your family, a friend, and all of that. So 602-551-6623. Okay. I don't know if I'm repeating here, but what happens when someone becomes a caregiver for a spouse or a parent? How can that affect the rest of the family's future financially?
You're not really repeating. It's just something that we want to make sure people understand, because a lot of people have good intentions. My parents need help. My parents are getting older. Part of what we call the sandwich generation. They've got their parents on one end, their kids on the other, and they're trying to navigate it.
Oh my God, yes.
So what do we have to do about that? How do we plan that out? We need to have conversations. Are there resources available? Do mom and dad have access to funds? Do we as kids have access to funds that we can help mom and dad? Those are things that we need to have a conversation about, and I help people do that.
So I got to ask you this right now, because I just realized you created the snapshot, the protection snapshot?
Correct.
You created it. What is it?
The protection snapshot is a list of 7 questions. Takes you a little less than 2 minutes to go through. But what it's going to do is help you analyze where your plan will be put under stress or pressure.
Okay,
when
that's
something
where
happens.
that's where plan before pressure comes.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So the website, tinyurl.com/protection snapshot will allow you to go to that site, take the snapshot. Once you've done that, you'll see where your plan might be under pressure. If you'd like to follow up with me, you can do that. If not, take the information and use it the best that you can.
His phone number is 602-551-6623. He created this protection snapshot, and he'd love for you to go onto the website, and you can either call him afterwards or you can use it the way you want, but it would be very nice of you to call him. His phone, again, it's tinyurl.com /protection snapshot. Make sure you put in the full snapshot, because I found what happened when we don't, okay? And again, if you want to write that number down, it's 602-551-6623. So this is what you all mean about plan before pressure.
Correct.
Right. And you know what? Let me tell you something. When it comes to your health, okay, and you know what happens is you get let's say you're in the ER like your mother was in the ER.
Mm-hmm.
You're right there, you're not really thinking about the insurance.
Correct.
It's when you get back into the room and you're resting for a little bit and you're like going, oh my God, you
Yes.
know, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm covered for this.
Correct. Or how are we going to handle this? But if you have some conversations beforehand, and again, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. You just need to have a plan that you can work with and operate on and know what to do when your plan's put under pressure.
So if somebody hasn't done something like this in a long time, where do they start?
Where do they start? Reach out to me, 602-551-6623, and we'll walk you through the process.
He created, it's called the Protection Snapshot. It's just a few questions. It takes about 7 minutes or whatever.
Under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes, and then you know what? You can know exactly where you stand and give him a call at 602-551-6623.